So, you know, Perryville, Missouri has a lot of wonderful, hardworking people of deep faith. And part of that deep faith is the beginnings of the Vincentian Seminary here in Perryville. And one of its founders, Felix de Andreis, died here in the early 1800s and promised, if he was buried here, that he would protect the city from tornadoes. There would be no deaths from tornadoes in this wonderful city of Perryville. And that's remained true to this day, which is a testament to not only how the power of faith, but also to the wonderful people of Perryville, and of course the long generations of traditions of Catholics. So faith is an amazing thing. We all have deep faith here, but we also have basements with tornado shelters and that sort of thing. So it's important to have a deep faith, but it's also to have an important respect for Mother Nature as well. February 28th, I'll remember it for a long time. I was here in the city and I was taking my dog out for a walk, and you could hear it. The sirens were going off. I was out already. The sirens started to go off. You started getting goosebumps, and you could hear it. It was about 2 miles from our house, and you could just hear it going through a long, silent, still moment before it came through. For those that have lived through tornadoes and have seen tornadoes, your natural instincts take over. The hair stands up on your skin, as the bald guy says, and it's a wonderful connection to nature that we all have if we just listen to it. So when that tornado came through, February 28th, February tornado at that, early season tornado, F4, came through our small town of 8,200 folks, 60 to 90 homes, if I remember. Everybody had family that was affected, came through. But I want you to know that the very next day, school was out. 694 high school seniors. They walked through neighborhoods, they walked through countryside, they walked through farms, and they picked up the pieces. That's what faith and character comes through. And while Felix de Andreis had his promise, part of the promise is character and faith, and that's two things this town was built on. You know, to put us on the front page and on World News Tonight, you know, it's when you turn on your TV and see your own town and the people that you know, and that brings it. You can't get any closer to home than when it is home. But whether you're in Oklahoma and Tornado Alley there, or other parts of Missouri that have been devastated, or Texas, or any of those other places, a tornado still is life-changing. It's going to change your life. When there was a young man who didn't want to scare his children here in town, and he looked at his wife. As most men do, we go out to the front porch after when the tornado sirens go off. Not very smart, but we go out to see what's going on. And he didn't want to scare his kids, so he came in the door and he turned to his wife and he said, "The train's coming. The train's coming. Let's get the kids downstairs." And their house was totally destroyed. So it doesn't matter where you are, where you're from, when the train comes, you respect the train. So anyway.